Okay, but in this section there's obviously plenty of instruments that's fighting for attention. Hi, welcome back. If you only had one track to listen to for the rest of your life, what track would it be? Let me know here in the comments. I'm Mattias, and like you, I enjoy game music and cinematic music. So today we're gonna enjoy another Clair Obscur track. Via Revue is one of 3 11-minute tracks in Clair Obscur, and as we heard in the previous 2 tracks, if you missed my reaction video on these 2, you can click the cards up here or take a look in the description or the comments. But these tracks contain a whole flora of different emotions and different genres even included in the same kind of musical pieces. So strap on those seatbelts, and if you're new to my channel and new to my content here, make sure you check out my Patreon at patreon.com/Gelhain, because that way you get behind the scenes footage and you also get a cinematic music course. And the best part is you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Okay, so let's strap on the headphones and enjoy Via Revue. Yeah, so I just love this choral part, and we all know the melody by now. This is the Alicia theme. It's just beautiful. So sweet voice leading. Such a beautiful introduction. Okay, so just a quick stop there. It's an excellent intro here, and if you listen to the soundtrack or the other themes or cues from the soundtrack, you definitely recognize the melodies here in Via Revue. And it's really nice to hear this in choirs only, this really choral and yeah, just a sweet choir. And yeah, just great vocal arrangement and nice voice leading here with a lot of like close harmonies, so you can hear the resolution and get some anticipation. So let's continue and see where this track is going. Beautiful. Beautiful. really sweet with the light piano and the crisp acoustic guitar. And the cello. I just love the voice leading in this. And great with dual voices. It's like a lullaby to life. They're really painting with nice colors, sound colors. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna pause there again. This is definitely one of those like Nightwish moments, and I've talked about this in some of the previous videos too, that it often reminds me of the Nightwish or early Nightwish like melodies and the way it's arranged, but maybe it's because we get those like metal guitars and the opera or theatrical voices. I really love theatrical kind of melodies and vocals and Phantom of the Opera style arrangements and the music. So it's very easy to love the soundtrack of Clair Obscur, obviously. So what we can hear in this section is we're starting to hear like cinematic percussion in the background here, but in my head I definitely hear like a double bass from the drums, like it would be in a Nightwish track. Let me know in the comments here what you think about this section. And we're back in action. Just a quick pause there. I feel that this is like it sounds a little bit sloppy. The drums here, maybe it's something in the mix, but as I mentioned, in my head I hear like double bass drums in this section, but But in this section there's obviously plenty of instruments that's fighting for attention. You have the upfront vocals that really needs to take place in the mix and be upfront. And then you have the string section, you have the cello, and then you have this really big drums. And everything needs to have its place in the mix, so yeah, it's really hard to mix like opera metal like this. And it also sounds like there's some other percussion instrument there. I might be wrong, but maybe some taikos or something. But I would have loved to have heard the kick drums a little bit more in the mix here. A little bit more Nightwish, so to speak. What do you think? I love this section. Really sweet to hear the radio effect. It's very effective in music to use that kind of radio equalizer kind of thing, where it sounds almost like a phone or an old radio. Really sweet with the harp. The sounds in this section, they blend so nicely. It's such a sweet mix. It's a lovely vocals here. Again, a little bit mushy drums. Yes, we're gonna stop there too. It's a really lovely section, this part of the track. It's a beautiful little section there. Just love that little progression. So let's continue listening. some lovely singing. It's a really cute little section. Another lovely 11-minute cue. And again, we're taken through a whole arc of different emotions through this piece, Une vie à rêver. What do you think about this theme? And which one of these 3 11-minute tracks was your absolute favorite? As I mentioned in the previous episode, I really love choirs, so this one is definitely another theme that I'm gonna listen to more. And obviously, the themes here are 400% better in game, obviously, because you have all the cinematics and visuals that you're exposed to that really enhances the experience, but just a lovely track. Again, a very nice composition by composer Laurent Testard, who composed the soundtrack for Clair Obscur, and I think it's Alice doing the lead vocal line, but there's also a second vocalist. I can't recall her name, but maybe you can write that in the comments here if you know the other vocalists. And yeah, we also had a little bit of cello in this track, a little bit more anonymous than some of the other tracks, but yeah, really love that cello. The only thing that was a little bit mushy in this mix was maybe the drums during those heavier parts of those Nightwish parts, because I was just hearing those double bass drums in my head, and yeah, more of the drums in the mix, so to speak. But I totally understand that they chose to mix the drums a little bit more anonymous in the mix, so it works better in game with all the sound effects and stuff. But in total, another great track. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you had a nice time here listening with me to this Une vie à rêver track. See you in the next one. My name is Matthias. Bye.